Hmm.
Hello, and welcome back to Refrigerated Reviews. My name is DQP. Let's get started. Batman Arkham Knight is fantastic. The Steam reviews are highly negative, but you know, the game is still fantastic so far. But I say so far because the PC port is really terrible. Many YouTubers have said this before, and I'll repeat it because it's worth repeating. Never pre-order games or buy them on launch, because Arkham Knight is a prime example of this phenomenon. It's a game that had pre-order bonuses upon pre-order bonuses all around, pressuring people to buy. And when it launched, it was so broken that it's just about unplayable. And it makes Warner Brothers and Rocksteady feel really fishy. But I will say that Arkham Knight is still fantastic so far. As you might expect from a good Arkham game, the combat and the characters are fantastic. Combat still flows and feels amazing. You feel like you are Batman. And of course, the Predator sections are back. It wouldn't be an Arkham game without the Predator sections. And ooh, those are so cool. Those are like part of my favorite gameplay elements of the decade so far. I just love being able to scare a goon and hide him from a gargoyle and watch everybody else's terrified reactions. It's just so cool, and Arkham Knight is full of that kind of stuff. And it doesn't really feel as phoned in as Arkham Origins did. It features all the original voice cast again. It feels like they're trying to continue the Arkham City storyline, which makes sense because Rocksteady is still on board, and Rocksteady's writing chops are on full display this time. Rather than littering your mini-map with lots of markers, even though it still kind of does that, Arkham Knight still... I don't know if Arkham Origins did this, because I had never played Arkham Origins before. I'd heard that it was kind of mediocre. But what Arkham Knight does is it has this interesting branching mission structure, where instead of having a main mission, you have more than one branching paths for that main mission. So, for example, at one point you're told that you can either go chase the Scarecrow or chase the Riddler, and you have a choice between those two, so that means more variety and more interesting choices. It makes the world feel more and more open, and it is a larger world than Arkham City, which is always cool. And I say that it doesn't feel as phoned in as Arkham Origins did, and it doesn't, but it still contains a few elements from that, so it's nice that Rocksteady is still acknowledging that that spin-off exists. We still have obscure villains like Firefly. We still have those awesome CSI crime scene investigation moments. It feels like a culmination of what the Arkham series has been building up to this point, and that feels amazing. But that doesn't stop Arkham Knight from feeling like a whole bunch of corporate BS. As soon as you enter the main menu, you are pressured to buy this, buy that, buy the season pass, check out the DLC. It's the same issue that Mortal Kombat X and Evolve had earlier this year, which is really disappointing. And this compiled with the whole pre-order spreadsheet that people had to check out before they pre-ordered. And now that's combined with the horrible PC port that happened, and I'm sure you've all heard about it. First of all, they changed the system requirements right before launch, which right there is really fishy. It's a real dick move to have lower system requirements so that people will pre-order and then raise them at the last minute. That, first of all, is a real dick move. Second of all, the PC port was outsourced to something like 12 people, Iron Galaxy Studios. He outsourced it to the Dive Kick guys. That doesn't make sense at all. And of course, you may be seeing, oh, well, all the stuttering and nonsense. This all has to do with YouTube, right? No, it doesn't. What you're watching is actual gameplay at the actual frame rate that I recorded at. It stutters, the frame rate just does whatever the hell it wants, the texture quality is just awful, and it's a horrible PC port. I had to do a lot of .ini tweaking. I had to go into NVIDIA Control Panel and tweak a few settings. I felt like I was solving one of the Riddler's puzzles just to get the game working, and that's not the kind of impression you want to leave on PC gamers, especially with a big anticipated game like this one where everybody wants to pre-order it. It's the end of a trilogy, and this whole trilogy worked fine on PC up to now. Oh God! Calm down, DQP. You're cool. You got this. As I said, Arkham Knight is fantastic. It might be one of my favorite games of the year so far, but it has a lot of that corporate BS, and it has a lot of that horrible PC port attitude about it. I would say that if you want to play this game, don't buy it on PC yet. If you want to play it now, then go buy it on a PS4 where it works reliably. It's still an inferior experience because you're not playing it at 60 frames per second. It's not like you can play it at 60 frames per second anyway on PC, so you may as well. I would say if you have a PC, if that is your only platform, which is a smart move in this generation, in my opinion, wait. Wait for a patch. Wait for Rocksteady to get their shit together. Just wait. And you should have this philosophy for every single AAA game. Not even AAA, just any game in general. Just wait. It's not going to work on launch. Wait for a patch, and it'll be worth it. It's going to be worth the wait, because I know Arkham Knight is fantastic. It's a wonderful game, but it'll have to be worth the wait. It is worth the wait, but as I said 60 times just now, wait. That's going to wrap me up for today. I don't know what I'm going to review next, because summer releases are pretty dry around this time of year, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, maybe once a patch is released, we can do a little retrospective and go a little more in-depth with Arkham Knight. But for now, wait for a patch and wait for the PC release to sort of stabilize itself. So, I'll see you next week.